Welcome to Brazil, a land where nature's grandeur collides with human creativity, where vibrant cities pulse with life, and where every corner tells a story waiting to be discovered. Imagine standing beneath the endless green of the Amazon, feeling the roar of Iguazu falls on your skin, walking among surreal white dunes that shimmer under the sun, and losing yourself in the rhythm of samba on the streets of Salvador. This is a country of contrasts and wonders, from dense rainforests to sweeping wetlands, from golden beaches to thriving metropolises, from centuries-old traditions to the modern pulse of innovation. Brazil is more than a destination. It is an adventure, an emotion, and an unforgettable journey. Today, we'll explore the most amazing places this incredible country has to offer. Prepare to be amazed, inspired, and completely captivated by the wonders of Brazil. Brazil is not just a country you visit. It is a world you step into, a place so vast, so alive, that every mile feels like crossing into a new universe. From the moment your journey begins, Brazil pulls you in with a powerful promise. Here, nature speaks louder, colors shine brighter, and life moves with unstoppable rhythm. This is a land where the earth breathes through rainforests, where oceans kiss golden shores, and where cultures blend into something truly unforgettable. Before you see a single landmark, Brazil makes you feel something deep: curiosity, wonder, and the irresistible urge to explore more. Stretching across nearly half of South America, Brazil is a country of epic scale and breathtaking contrasts. Towering mountains rise above vibrant cities, endless rivers carve paths through ancient forests, and quiet villages exist alongside sprawling urban giants. Each region tells its own story, shaped by nature, history, and the people who call this land home. Brazil is wild and refined, ancient and modern, peaceful and electrifying all at the same time. At the heart of Brazil lies an untamed natural force. Dense jungles ripple with life, wetlands shimmer under open skies, and waterfalls crash with thunderous power. This country protects some of the most important ecosystems on Earth, places where time seems to slow and the natural world still reigns supreme. Yet Brazil is not only defined by its landscapes, it is defined by its spirit, a spirit that flows through music, dance, laughter, and everyday life. Brazilian culture is a vibrant fusion born from indigenous roots, African heritage, and European influence. This blend has shaped traditions that pulse with energy and emotion. Music fills the air, from gentle melodies drifting through quiet streets to powerful rhythms that ignite entire cities. Food tells stories of history and family, while festivals transform ordinary moments into unforgettable celebrations. In Brazil, life is not rushed. It is felt, shared, and celebrated. The people of Brazil are the soul of the nation. Known for warmth and resilience, they welcome the world with open hearts and boundless passion. Whether in a bustling city or a remote community, there is a deep connection to place, tradition, and togetherness. Conversations flow easily, smiles come naturally, and joy is found even in the simplest moments. This human connection turns travel into something personal, something meaningful. Brazil's cities rise as symbols of ambition and creativity. Skyscrapers stretch toward the sky, street art colors, concrete walls, and innovation thrives beside tradition. Meanwhile, beyond the city limits, nature waits: untouched beaches, winding rivers, and landscapes so vast they humble even the most seasoned traveler. Few places on Earth offer such a powerful balance between human achievement and natural wonder. This journey through Brazil is more than sightseeing. It is an invitation to witness the extraordinary diversity of a nation that refuses to be defined by just one story. Every destination reveals another layer, another emotion, another reason to stay curious. Brazil challenges your expectations and rewards your sense of adventure. As this journey begins, one truth becomes clear. Brazil is not meant to be rushed. It is meant to be experienced slowly, deeply, and with open eyes. What lies ahead is a land of wonder, passion, beauty, and discovery. A place that doesn't just leave memories, but leaves a mark on your soul. And this is only the beginning. Rio de Janeiro feels like a dream carved between mountains and sea. A city where nature and humanity exist in breathtaking harmony. From the very first glance, Rio commands attention. Towering granite peaks rise straight from the earth, wrapped in mist, while the Atlantic Ocean stretches endlessly beside golden shores. This is not a city that hides its beauty. It puts it on full display, bold and unforgettable. High above it all stands the iconic statue of Christ the Redeemer, arms outstretched as if embracing the entire city below. From this vantage point, Rio reveals its true character, a mosaic of beaches, forests, neighborhoods, and waterways, all pulsing with life. Few cities in the world offer such dramatic natural scenery woven so closely into urban life. Here, skyscrapers coexist with rainforests, and city streets end where jungle trails begin. Sugarloaf Mountain rises sharply from the bay, its smooth stone surface glowing as the sun moves across the sky. From its summit, the view is nothing short of cinematic boats drifting across Guanabara Bay, the curve of Copacabana Beach, and the endless rhythm of waves meeting the shore. As daylight fades, Rio transforms again, bathed in warm colors and shimmering lights, proving that this city never stops reinventing itself. Along the coastline, life flows to the rhythm of the ocean. Copacabana and Ipanema are more than beaches. They are open-air stages where everyday life unfolds. Locals and travelers gather to walk, play, laugh, and watch the world go by. The sound of waves blends with music, conversation, and movement, creating an atmosphere that feels alive from sunrise to sunset. In Rio, the beach is not an escape from the city. It is the heart of it. Beyond the famous shores lies another side of Rio, lush, green, and unexpectedly wild. Tijuca National Park, one of the largest urban rainforests in the world, spreads across the city's hills. Waterfalls tumble through dense foliage, birds echo through the trees, and panoramic viewpoints reveal Rio from angles few imagine. This natural sanctuary stands as a reminder that even in the midst of a bustling metropolis, nature still holds its ground. Rio's streets tell stories of rhythm and resilience. Music flows naturally through neighborhoods, from quiet melodies drifting through open windows to powerful beats that bring entire communities together. Dance is not reserved for stages or festivals. It is woven into daily life. This is a city that moves with emotion, where joy and struggle exist side by side, shaping a spirit that is both strong and deeply expressive. The soul of Rio lives in its people. Warm, passionate, and fiercely proud of their city, they carry an energy that defines the atmosphere wherever you go. Conversations feel alive, laughter comes easily, and even strangers share a sense of connection. There is a deep bond between the people and the land, a shared understanding that Rio is more than a place, it is a feeling. As night falls, Rio glows with a different kind of magic. City lights reflect off water, music fills the air, and the energy shifts but never fades. From quiet hillside viewpoints to vibrant streets below, Rio continues to pulse with life long after the sun disappears. Rio de Janeiro is not just one of Brazil's most famous destinations. It is a living masterpiece, a place where mountains watch over beaches, where forests breathe beside concrete, and where every moment feels infused with passion. To experience Rio is to understand Brazil's heartbeat, powerful, beautiful, and impossible to forget. The Amazon rainforest is not simply a destination. It is a living universe, vast beyond imagination, and alive with countless stories unfolding every second. As the journey enters this green heart of Brazil, the modern world begins to fade away. Here, towering trees form endless canopies, rivers stretch like liquid highways, and the air itself feels heavy with life. This is a place that humbles the senses and reminds humanity of nature's unmatched power. Covering millions of square kilometers, the Amazon is the largest rainforest on Earth, and Brazil holds its greatest share. From above, it appears like an endless ocean of green, rippling under shifting clouds. From within, it becomes something entirely different, intimate, mysterious, and alive in every direction. Sunlight filters through layers of leaves, illuminating insects, birds, and hidden paths that seem to lead deeper into the unknown. The Amazon River flows at the core of this wilderness, wide and commanding, carrying stories from distant mountains to the open sea. Along its banks, life unfolds at a slower rhythm. Villages rise gently from the forest, shaped by generations who have learned to live in harmony with their surroundings. Canoes glide silently across dark waters, and the forest watches, patient and timeless. Wildlife here exists on a scale found nowhere else on Earth. Vibrant birds flash through the trees, monkeys swing overhead, and unseen creatures move quietly through the undergrowth. Beneath the water surface, entire ecosystems thrive, hidden from view yet essential to the balance of life. Every sound, a rustle, a call, a distant splash serves as a reminder that the forest is never still. But the Amazon is more than its wildlife. It is home to indigenous communities whose knowledge of the land stretches back thousands of years. Their traditions, languages, and ways of life are deeply connected to the forest, shaped by respect and survival rather than domination. These cultures offer a powerful lesson that true coexistence with nature is possible when balance is honored. The rainforest plays a vital role far beyond Brazil's borders. It influences global climate, regulates rainfall, and absorbs vast amounts of carbon, making it essential to the health of the entire planet. Standing within the Amazon, surrounded by its immense beauty, it becomes impossible to ignore its importance. This forest is not only Brazil's treasure, it is the world's responsibility. There is a profound silence in the Amazon that feels different from anywhere else. It is not empty, but full-layered with life and ancient presence. Time behaves differently here. Minutes stretch, thoughts slow, and awareness sharpens. The forest invites reflection, asking visitors to listen rather than speak, to observe rather than control. As night descends, the Amazon transforms once more. The forest awakens with unseen movement, and the air fills with calls echoing through darkness. Stars appear above the canopy, distant yet brilliant, watching over a world that has existed long before modern civilization and will continue long after. To journey through the Amazon rainforest is to witness Earth in its rawest, most powerful form. It is a reminder of how small we are and how deeply connected all life truly is. This vast green heart does not simply impress, it changes those who enter it, leaving behind awe, respect, and an enduring sense of wonder. The moment you approach Iguazu Falls, the air begins to change. A distant roar rises through the forest, growing louder with every step, until the ground itself seems to tremble beneath your feet. Hidden within dense subtropical jungle, Iguazu is not a single waterfall, but a vast system of cascading power, one of the most awe-inspiring natural spectacles on Earth. This is nature unleashed, raw and overwhelming in its beauty. Stretching across the border of Brazil and Argentina, Iguazu Falls spans nearly 3 kilometers, with hundreds of individual waterfalls pouring endlessly into the river below. Water crashes over cliffs with unstoppable force, sending clouds of mist high into the air. Rainbows appear and disappear within seconds, painted by sunlight and spray, adding fleeting magic to an already extraordinary scene. No two moments here look the same. The falls are alive, constantly shifting in light, sound, and energy, At the heart of Iguazu lies the Devil's Throat, a massive U-shaped chasm where enormous volumes of water plunge into darkness. Standing nearby, the sensation is overwhelming. The thunder is deafening. The mist clings to your skin, and the sheer scale defies comprehension. It is impossible to stand here without feeling humbled, reduced to a silent observer before nature's immense strength. Surrounding the falls, the Atlantic rainforest thrives in vibrant contrast. Thick greenery frames the rushing water, while exotic birds glide effortlessly through the mist. Butterflies drift across walkways, and the forest pulses with life, fed by the constant flow of water. This ecosystem is inseparable from the falls themselves, a living reminder that beauty and power often exist together. Walking the pathways around Iguazu reveals countless perspectives. From above, the river seems calm and controlled, only to suddenly explode into chaos as it reaches the edge. From below, the falls appear endless, towering walls of water that block out the sky. Every angle offers a new emotion: serenity, fear, wonder, and exhilaration, often all at once. The experience of Iguazu is not only visual, it is felt through the body. The vibrations of the water, the cooling mist on your face, and the steady roar in your ears create a full sensory immersion. Words struggle to capture the scale and intensity of this place. Iguazu is not meant to be described, it is meant to be felt. As the sun moves across the sky, Iguazu transforms again. Morning light brings soft colors and quiet beauty, while midday intensifies the force and brilliance of the falls. At sunset, golden hues wash over the water, and shadows stretch across the forest, creating a final moment of calm before darkness arrives. Iguazu Falls stands as a symbol of Earth's untamed power and artistic beauty. It reminds us that nature does not need to be perfected, it already is. In this place, human ambition feels small, and awe comes naturally. Iguazu is not just one of Brazil's greatest wonders. It is a moment of pure connection between humanity and the unstoppable force of nature itself. The Pantanal unfolds like a hidden world, vast and open, where water and land exist in constant conversation. Unlike dense rainforests or towering mountains, this place reveals its magic through space, silence, and life in motion. Stretching across Brazil's heartland, the Pantanal is the largest tropical wetland on Earth and one of the most extraordinary wildlife regions anywhere on the planet. Here, the landscape changes with the seasons. During the rainy months, rivers overflow and plains transform into shimmering waterways. In the dry season, grasslands re-emerge, drawing animals into open view. This natural cycle creates one of the richest ecosystems on Earth, where survival and balance shape every movement. Life in the Pantanal is visible, raw, and beautifully unscripted. Wildlife thrives in astonishing abundance. Jaguars roam these wetlands with quiet authority, their presence both powerful and elusive. Capybaras gather along riverbanks, while caimans bask under the sun, unmoved by passing time. Above, the sky becomes a living canvas, filled with countless birds, vibrant macaws, storks, herons, and eagles, their calls echoing across open water and endless plains. Unlike many wild places, the Pantanal invites observation. Its open terrain allows rare, close encounters with animals living freely in their natural environment. Every boat ride along winding rivers becomes a journey of discovery. A sudden ripple in the water, a shadow moving through tall grass, or wings lifting into the air can transform silence into awe within seconds. The rivers of the Pantanal are lifelines, slow and reflective, mirroring the sky above. Along their edges, life gathers in quiet harmony. Fishing communities and ranches have existed here for generations, adapting their lives to the rhythm of floods and droughts. This coexistence reflects a deep understanding that nature is not something to conquer, but something to respect. There is a profound calm in the Pantanal that settles over those who enter it. Time seems to stretch beneath the open sky. Without towering trees or city noise, the land invites reflection. Sunrises flood the wetlands with soft gold, while sunsets paint the horizon in deep reds and purples, leaving the world suspended between day and night. At dusk, the Pantanal reveals another side of itself. Animal calls echo through the fading light, and movement increases as cooler air settles in. The transition from day to night feels ancient, unchanged for centuries. Stars appear in remarkable clarity, unchallenged by artificial light, watching over a landscape that continues to breathe and evolve. The Pantanal is a reminder that wild beauty does not always shout, sometimes it whispers. It is found in still water, in patient observation, in the quiet power of life unfolding naturally. This extraordinary wetland stands as one of Brazil's greatest treasures, offering a rare glimpse into a world where nature leads, and humanity simply watches, humbled and inspired. In Salvador and the wider land of Bahia, Brazil reveals its deepest roots and most powerful soul. This is a place where history is not locked in museums. It lives in the streets, in the rhythm of drums, in the sway of dance, and in the spirit of the people. From the very first moment, Bahia feels different. The air carries music, the colors feel warmer, and time seems to move to its own ancient beat. Salvador rises along the Atlantic coast, its skyline shaped by colonial churches, pastel buildings, and steep cobbled streets that overlook the sea. The historic heart of the city tells stories of centuries past, when cultures collided and blended, creating something entirely new. Here, African heritage forms the backbone of identity, shaping language, religion, cuisine, and everyday life. Music is the pulse of Bahia. Drums echo through plazas, calling people together without invitation. Rhythms born from African traditions flow through samba, axe, and countless other styles, turning ordinary moments into shared celebrations. Dance is not performance, it is expression. Bodies move with meaning, carrying history, resistance, and joy in every step. Capoeira embodies this spirit perfectly. Part martial art, part dance, part ritual. It unfolds in circles where movement becomes conversation. Players sway, spin, and strike in a silent dialogue shaped by rhythm and respect. What once served as a form of survival and resistance now stands as a symbol of identity and pride. Religion and spirituality weave quietly through life in Bahia. Afro-Brazilian traditions coexist alongside Catholic influences, creating a unique spiritual landscape. Ceremonies honor nature, ancestors, and unseen forces, blending devotion with music, movement, and symbolism. These beliefs are not hidden, they are lived openly, forming a bridge between past and present. Bahia's cuisine tells its own story, rich with flavor and meaning. Dishes simmer with spices, coconut, and palm oil, carrying echoes of Africa across centuries. Food here is more than nourishment. It is heritage served on a plate, shared among family, friends, and strangers alike. Beyond the city, Bahia's coastline stretches endlessly, offering quiet beaches framed by palm trees and turquoise waters. Fishing villages rest beside the sea, where life follows the tide rather than the clock. These moments of calm balance the vibrant energy of Salvador, revealing a land of both celebration and serenity. The people of Bahia carry resilience in their smiles and pride in their culture. Despite a history marked by struggle, their spirit remains unbroken, vibrant, and welcoming. There is strength in their joy and depth in their warmth. Visitors are not merely observers here, they are invited to feel, to listen, and to understand, Bahia is more than a destination. It is a living heartbeat, a place where Brazil, past and present, dance together in harmony. To experience Salvador and Bahia is to witness the soul of Brazil itself, rich, powerful, and forever alive. At first glance, Lençóis Maranhenses feels impossible, like a landscape imagined rather than formed by nature. Endless white sand dunes stretch toward the horizon, rising and falling like frozen waves beneath an open sky. There are no trees, no roads, and no signs of permanent life. Only light, wind, and silence. Yet, hidden within this vast desert lies a breathtaking secret that transforms everything. During the rainy season, crystal-clear lagoons appear between the dunes, filling the valleys with fresh water collected from passing clouds. Shades of turquoise, emerald, and deep blue shimmer under the sun, turning the sand sea into a living mosaic of color. The contrast is surreal. A desert that holds water, a place where dryness and life exist side by side in perfect balance. Walking across the dunes feels like stepping into another world. Each ridge reveals a new horizon. Each descent unveils another hidden lagoon. Footsteps disappear almost instantly, erased by wind, leaving behind no trace of passage. The silence is profound, broken only by the whisper of shifting sand and distant water. The lagoons invite pause and wonder. Their waters are cool and pure, reflecting the sky above with mirror-like clarity. Swimming here feels unreal, floating in a freshwater pool surrounded by endless dunes under the open sun. These moments feel temporary, fragile, as if the landscape itself could vanish with the changing seasons. Despite its apparent emptiness, life has found a way to adapt. Beneath the sand, fish lie dormant during dry months, waiting patiently for the rains to return. When water fills the lagoons, they awaken, completing a cycle that has repeated for centuries. It is a quiet reminder of nature's resilience and ingenuity. As the sun moves across the sky, Lençóis Maranhenses transforms. Morning light softens the dunes, midday brings stark contrast and brilliant color, and sunset paints the sand in warm golds and deep shadows. The landscape becomes a living canvas, shaped by light rather than time. At night, the absence of artificial light reveals a sky bursting with stars. The dunes cool quickly, and the silence deepens. Standing beneath this vast sky, surrounded by endless sand and water, the sense of isolation becomes strangely comforting. It is a place that invites reflection, stillness, and awe. Lençóis Maranhenses defies every expectation. It is neither desert nor wetland, neither barren nor alive. It is both. This rare harmony makes it one of Brazil's most extraordinary natural wonders. In this place, beauty lies in contradiction, and the impossible becomes unforgettable. São Paulo rises with unstoppable force. A city built on ambition, movement, and constant reinvention. At first, it may seem overwhelming: endless avenues, towering skyscrapers, and crowds flowing in every direction. But beneath this intensity lies one of Brazil's most dynamic and influential places, a city that defines modern energy while carrying the weight of deep cultural roots. As the largest city in South America, São Paulo is a world of its own. Neighborhoods shift dramatically from one block to the next, each with a unique identity shaped by history, migration, and creativity. Glass towers reflect the future, while historic buildings stand quietly as reminders of the past. This coexistence creates a rhythm that never truly stops. São Paulo is fueled by diversity. Generations of immigrants from Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and across Latin America have shaped the city into a cultural mosaic. This diversity is felt everywhere, in language, traditions, art, and especially food. The city's culinary scene is among the most celebrated in the world, offering flavors that reflect global influence and local passion in equal measure. Art breathes. through Sao Paulo's streets. Murals cover walls with bold expression, transforming concrete into storytelling. Galleries, theaters, and music venues thrive throughout the city, giving voice to innovation and experimentation. Creativity here is not confined to specific spaces. It spills into everyday life, turning the city itself into a living exhibition. Despite its urban scale, Sao Paulo finds ways to breathe. Parks open green spaces where people pause, relax, and reconnect with nature. Tree-lined avenues and cultural centers offer moments of calm within the chaos, reminding visitors that balance is possible even in the most intense environments. As day turns into night, Sao Paulo shifts once again. The city's energy deepens rather than fades. Restaurants fill, music rises, and streets glow with movement. Nightlife here reflects the city's personality: diverse, bold, and unafraid to push boundaries. Whether quiet or electrifying, every corner holds a different experience. The people of Sao Paulo move with purpose. Life here demands resilience, creativity, and adaptability. Yet beneath the fast pace lies warmth, humor, and a strong sense of community. Connections form quickly, fueled by shared ambition and a collective drive to move forward. Sao Paulo may not reveal its beauty instantly, but it rewards those who look deeper. It is not defined by a single landmark or moment, but by its relentless energy and evolving identity. This is a city that never stands still, a place where Brazil's future is imagined, shaped, and lived every single day. Brazil comes alive through celebration. Across the country, music, movement, and flavor weave together to form a culture that does not simply observe life, it celebrates it. From the quiet beat of a drum to the explosion of color in the streets, Brazilian festivals and traditions transform ordinary moments into unforgettable experiences, filled with emotion and energy. At the heart of this celebration is Carnival, a spectacle that captures the world's imagination. For days, cities pulse with rhythm as samba schools prepare year-round for their moment under the lights. Costumes shimmer, drums thunder, and dancers move with precision and passion. Carnival is not just a party, it is storytelling through movement, history expressed through sound, and identity worn proudly on display. Music is Brazil's universal language. Samba flows through city streets, bossa nova drifts softly from cafes, and regional styles echo across the countryside. Music accompanies daily life, blurring the line between performance and expression. It is present in joy and sorrow, celebration and reflection, forming a soundtrack that connects people across generations. Dance follows naturally, shaped by rhythm and emotion. Movement in Brazil is expressive, confident, and deeply rooted in cultural memory. From graceful steps to powerful gestures, dance becomes a way of communication beyond words. It is shared in public spaces, festivals, and quiet gatherings alike, creating moments of unity and connection. Brazilian cuisine carries the same richness and diversity. Each region offers flavors shaped by land, climate, and heritage. Meals are slow, shared, and meaningful. Ingredients tell stories of indigenous traditions, African influence, and European adaptation. Food becomes a reflection of Brazil itself, layered, bold, and full of character. Street markets overflow with color and aroma, offering fresh fruits, spices, and dishes prepared with care. These spaces are alive with conversation and laughter, serving as meeting points where culture is exchanged as freely as food. Eating in Brazil is not rushed. It is an experience meant to be enjoyed fully. Festivals extend far beyond Carnival. Religious celebrations, regional events, and cultural gatherings fill the calendar, each rooted in history and community. These moments strengthen bonds, preserve tradition, and pass identity from one generation to the next. The true magic of Brazil's celebrations lies not in spectacle alone, but in participation. Everyone becomes part of the rhythm, whether dancing, singing, cooking, or simply sharing space. In these moments, differences fade, replaced by a shared sense of belonging. Through music, festivals, and cuisine, Brazil reveals its soul joyful, resilient, and deeply human. These traditions do more than entertain. They connect people to their past, to each other, and to the vibrant spirit that defines Brazil itself. Brazil comes alive through celebration. Across this vast country, music, movement, and flavor are not occasional events. They are woven into everyday life. From small neighborhood gatherings to massive national festivals, Brazil expresses its soul through rhythm, color, and shared joy. Here, celebration is not an escape from reality. It is a way of understanding it. At the heart of Brazil's festive spirit stands Carnival, a spectacle unlike anything else on Earth. Entire cities transform into moving stages where sound and motion take over the streets. Samba schools spend months, even years, preparing for their moment of expression. Every costume, every beat of the drum, every step of the dance tells a story of history, struggle, pride, and creativity. Carnival is not simply watched, it is felt, pulling everyone into its unstoppable energy. Music flows naturally through Brazilian life. Samba echoes through city streets, bossa nova drifts softly along the coast, and regional rhythms shape local identities across the country. Music accompanies daily routines, family gatherings, and moments of reflection. It is spontaneous and emotional, turning ordinary spaces into places of connection and meaning. Dance in Brazil is deeply expressive, guided by rhythm rather than rules. Movement becomes communication, capable of expressing joy, resistance, and belonging without a single word spoken. Whether performed in grand parades or quiet circles, dance brings people together, creating unity through shared emotion. Brazilian cuisine reflects the same richness found in its celebrations. Every dish carries the influence of indigenous traditions, African heritage, and European roots. Meals are vibrant, flavorful, and deeply social. Food is prepared with care, shared generously, and enjoyed slowly. It is not just nourishment, it is culture served on a plate. Street markets overflow with color and aroma, offering tropical fruits, spices, and traditional dishes. These lively spaces are filled with conversation, laughter, and community. They reflect Brazil's open spirit, where strangers become friends over shared meals and stories. Beyond Carnival, countless festivals mark the rhythm of the year. Religious celebrations, regional traditions, and cultural events strengthen community bonds and preserve heritage. Each festival reflects local identity while contributing to Brazil's collective spirit of unity and joy. What makes Brazilian celebrations truly special is participation. There are no clear boundaries between performers and spectators. Everyone becomes part of the experience, sharing rhythm, movement, and emotion. In these moments, differences dissolve, replaced by a sense of belonging and connection. Through festivals, music, dance, and cuisine, Brazil reveals its heart. These traditions are not just expressions of joy, they are reminders of resilience, creativity, and shared humanity. In celebration, Brazil shows the world who it truly is: vibrant, passionate, and endlessly alive. Brazil is more than a collection of landscapes, cities, and traditions. It is an experience that lingers long after the journey ends. From the towering peaks of Rio de Janeiro to the endless green of the Amazon, from the surreal white dunes of Lençóis Maranhenses to the vibrant streets of Salvador and São Paulo, Brazil reveals itself not just through sights, but through sensations, stories, and emotions. Every corner of this vast nation carries a sense of life that is impossible to ignore. As the journey draws to a close, the diversity of Brazil becomes clear. Its natural wonders inspire awe. The sheer power of Iguazu Falls, the quiet majesty of the Pantanal, the winding rivers of the Amazon, and the rolling dunes and sparkling lagoons of the Northeast. Each ecosystem tells a story of survival, resilience, and balance, highlighting the intricate relationship between humans and the environment. These landscapes are not just beautiful, they are alive, shaping the way people live, think, and celebrate. The cultural heartbeat of Brazil is equally powerful. Music, dance, and festivals thread the country together, linking past and present in a continuous rhythm. Carnival, samba, bossa nova, and regional traditions bring energy, color, and emotion to life. Bahia's Afro-Brazilian heritage, São Paulo's cosmopolitan creativity, and the countless local communities each contribute to a tapestry that is rich, complex, and endlessly fascinating. Brazil is a country that moves to its own rhythm, inviting everyone to join, participate, and feel connected. Food, too, tells a story. Regional dishes carry centuries of history, blending indigenous ingredients with African and European influences. From street markets to family kitchens, meals become acts of sharing, connection, and celebration. Through cuisine, Brazil demonstrates how culture and community intertwine, creating experiences that nourish both body and soul. Yet, Brazil's true essence lies in its people. Warm, resilient, and expressive, Brazilians carry a spirit that is at once joyful and profound. Their energy transforms cities into stages, riversides into playgrounds, and festivals into living narratives. They invite visitors not only to observe, but to feel, learn, and immerse themselves fully. This connection between people and place defines Brazil, making every encounter memorable and every journey deeply personal. As the sun sets over Rio's beaches, or casts long shadows across the Pantanal, or glows over Salvador's streets, Brazil reveals a timeless beauty that transcends individual moments. It is a land where contrasts coexist: nature and city, past and present, celebration and reflection, creating a richness that cannot be captured fully in pictures or words. To experience Brazil is to feel alive, to witness life in its most vivid, dynamic, and inspiring forms. This final chapter is not an ending, but a reflection. Brazil leaves a mark on those who journey here. The roar of waterfalls in your ears, the rhythm of drums in your heart, the taste of vibrant flavors on your tongue, and the endless vistas etched into your memory. It is a country that challenges expectations, celebrates diversity, and thrives on connection, proving that the world's wonders are as much about people and culture as they are about nature. Brazil is a journey that transforms. It is a place where every moment offers discovery, every landscape tells a story, and every encounter leaves a lasting impression. From its wildest forests to its liveliest cities, from hidden lagoons to festive streets, Brazil is a mosaic of wonder, passion, and life. And as the journey concludes, one truth remains clear. Brazil is not just a destination. It is a feeling, an experience, and a story that continues long after you leave. As our journey through Brazil comes to an end, the memories linger. The thunderous power of Iguazu Falls, the mysterious depths of the Amazon, the quiet beauty of Lençóis Maranhenses, and the vibrant energy of Rio and São Paulo. Brazil is a country of contrasts and harmony, where nature, culture, and people come together to create an experience unlike anywhere else on Earth. From ancient traditions and colorful festivals to breathtaking landscapes and bustling cities, Brazil leaves an indelible mark on every traveler's heart. It is a place that inspires curiosity, ignites passion, and reminds us of the extraordinary beauty of our world. Brazil is not just a destination, it is a feeling, a story, and a journey that stays with you forever. The wonders of this country are endless, and they are waiting for those who dare to explore, experience, and embrace them fully. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed exploring Prague as much as I enjoyed guiding you through it. If you found this travel guide helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beautiful destinations from around the world. Got a favorite spot in Prague? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video.